Underway from Chicago. Rodgers on the return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a deep. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well. Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. This defense for the Bears, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago. There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak. I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Ronnie Johnson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either. Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. Off play action, Fields. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Stokes. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there? Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This defense for the Bears, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 50, here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. They snap it to Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. On first down, it's Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Second down, they go again with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And shutting him off, now open field. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 4. Again to Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This defense for the Bears, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for
Derrick Henry all alone. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And running with power here. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Fields on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Fields on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he will have the Bears' 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20,
Let's get that
10,
swagger, y'all. Let's get that
touchdown, Packers. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Back to throw. Fields. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff to Henry.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that,
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season, as the Bears push further out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Love looking to throw it. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, Love. Able to find Lazard. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third down. Out of the gun, Fields. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now a first down throw, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On first down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A gain of 3, second down. They'll run it again with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Dillon now on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Brings up 4th down, solid coverage by the Bears D.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Love with a give to Dillon.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, here's Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things off.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was brought down by Eric Harris.
Henry again on second down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Eddie Goldman with a sack. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. And it's a Packers touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big third down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Read option, here's Montgomery. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Chicago, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.